different ethical context as well. So in this context, the Freemasonry, which is an institution based on ethics, we need to help to build those aspects that must lead not only some specific policies, but also personal behaviors towards the protection of the environment. The Grand Master celebrated this technological initiative, and at the same time, he expressed his desire to replicate this initiative in different Freemasonry houses in the country. Some of them call me nature.
Otros, madre naturaleza. He estado aquí por más de 4.500 millones de años. 22.500 veces más que tú. En realidad no necesito a las personas, pero las personas sí me necesitan. Así es, tu futuro depende de mí.
Muy buenos días a todas y a todos.
Good morning, everyone. This way, we start the 5th day of the Climate Week 2021, organized by the Grand Lodge of Chile, which has the motto, the intergenerational equity as environmental action justice towards the following generations. This event is considering the ethical challenges. Also, we are having a reflective point of view from the Freemasonry. And at the same time, we're trying to generate an open space to improve knowledge about the climate problem. And at the same time, to highlight the importance of climate action at a national and world level for the future generations. This is the 5th day of the Climate Week. And the most important topic of this presentation is the intergenerational equity, and at the same time, the responsibility towards the future generations. My name is Juan Carlos Sosa. I've been initiated in the Grand Lodge of Paraguay, and I will be your host today, and at the same time, the moderator of this panel of experts that we have prepared for you. But before we begin, let me introduce our dear brother, Camilo Alberto Correa, who is the representative of the Grand Lodge of Colombia, who will take the floor for some welcoming words. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for the invitation. My name is Camilo Correa. I'm part of the Grand Lodge of Colombia, which is number 4. It's a lodge of 174 years old. So I'd like to give you the warmest greetings also to the Grand Master of the Lodge of Chile for the invitation. And at the same time, I'm sending his regards by our Grand Master, who is not only sending his greetings, but also his happiness because we were invited to these huge initiatives, and probably we will replicate this initiative in Colombia. I'm actually writing down some content because these topics are very important, despite the fact that they've been addressed seriously for 30 or 40 years. And there's still to do in this particular field. There's a lot of work to do, and it's very interesting. And at the same time, it is a huge challenge for us. We need to summon the Freemasonry to address this initiative. So the importance of this panel of experts, and in order to avoid going into details right now, it is good as an opening remark to say that we are talking about intergenerational equity and environmental justice. Can I share my screen? I'd like to mention a couple of things.
Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
1 minute, please. There we go. Perfect. Can you see my screen? Great. So, as opening words, we'd like to, well, go deep in each of the panels of today and each of the presentation of today. But first of all, I'd like to tell you, why are we talking about this? Why are we talking about intergenerational equity? The first one, intergenerational equity does not only relate to the environmental concept, but also to other issues in life. And this, of course, should be discussed, but it is the foundation for everything we're going to discuss, everything that has been related with this particular responsibility that we all have, the generations that are here with us, so that we can give an open legacy towards the concept of environmental responsibility. And what do I mean by this? Which is a very specific thing. Today, we're saying that we have rights, that we have duties, but at the same time, this correlation between rights and duties are established over time. For example, I have rights today, I have duties today, and they are established today. But this concept of intergenerational equity, which was coined in the 80s in the US, and this has been evolving and actually is part of most of the agreements regarding the climate culture. Now we have a responsibility that has to do with a right that was born or started in a generation that hasn't been born yet. So it is obvious, actually, if you see this objectively, but
Ahí volví. Va mucho más en el entendimiento
so
de...
it goes beyond understanding the responsibilities of today. It doesn't matter who will receive